Hi everyone, today we're on lesson 4.8 on page 167. All right, and the question is asking, at camp there are 5 players on each lacrosse team. If there are 125 people on lacrosse teams, how many teams are there? Well, first, what is the question asking me? How many teams are there? So I know there's 125 people. And how many people can be on a team? There are 5 players on each lacrosse team. All right. One way we can solve this is using partial quotient, which is a method of dividing multiples of the divisor are subtracted from the dividend and the partial quotient are added together. Oh my gosh, that's probably what you're thinking right now. Don't worry, it's not that hard. We did this last chapter in chapter 3. We did it with multiplying. Now we're just kind of doing it the opposite way because now we're doing it with dividing. So don't worry, calm down. I'll show you how to do it. All right, I'm going to scoochie that up there. What operation can we use to find the number of lacrosse teams? Well, remember, there was 125 people and there's 5 players on a team. So we're going to have to take those people and put them on the teams of 5, right? Exactly what they're saying. So we're going to use some division. Let me make my marker a little thicker. All right, division. How are we in the world are we going to do this? I remember doing it with multiplication, but but can you think of a way we could do it with division? Let's see. All right. So start by subtracting the greater multiple, such as 10 times the divisor. Remember, this is the divisor right here. For example, you know that you can make at least 10 teams of 5 players. So we're going to think 10 times 5, and what does that equal? 10 times 5 is 50. So then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to subtract 50 from the 125. So 125 minus the 50 is 75. I wish I had my magic erase tool. Be so much neater right now. Just make sure you line them up, guys. Make sure you line them up. All right. Next, do you think I could subtract the 50 again? Absolutely. So 10 times 5, remember we got the 5 from right here, right there. 10 times 5 is 50 again. Trying to make this as neat as possible. So 75 minus 50 is 25. Now I cannot subtract another 50. Too many. Can't subtract that. I only have 25 left. So I'm going to do 5 times, I know 5 times 5, what that is. 5 times 5 is 25. Do I have any players left now? Nope. I have 25 minus 25, which is 0. Let's see what we're going to do next. So step 2, subtract smaller multiples such as 5, 2, or 1 times the divisor until you get the remaining number is less than the divisor. In other words, keep going until you no longer have enough players to make a team. Then add the partial quotient to find the quotient. All right, and that's just what we just did on the other side. We were putting the 5 here. 10 times 5 is 50. Subtract that 50, and you get 75. We're going to take this 5 and put it right here. 10 times 5 is another 50. And you get 75 minus 50, which is another 25. And then you go 5 times this 5, which is 5. And you get 25. And you have nothing left. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add these all up. So they took these numbers and put them over here. So 10 plus 10 plus 5 is 25. So there are 25 lacrosse teams. And if you wanted to check your work, you could do 25 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 more is 12. Does my answer check out? So 125 divided by 5 definitely equals 25. Remember, multiplication and division are just inverse operations. So you can do one and then do the opposite way to check your answer. All right, I hope you had a lot of fun watching this lesson. I hope you understand it. If you don't, let me know tomorrow. Bye, everyone.